Hi, this is Ting here. So today I'd like to talk a little bit about how exactly what I did in order to get rid of eczema. I was part of the eczema community online on different platforms. I constantly see people still suffering. They have crazy breakout on their hands, on their neck, on their face, all over. They're suffering. They don't know what to do. They really desperately want to get out of that kind of itchy and pain and all that. So I've been there. Trust me, I definitely was there. Please go visit my story video, which I'm going to put a link in the below. And I was talking about how I've been through that whole process. I was definitely at the point, if you're currently suffering eczema, I know how that feels. It's extremely excruciating, itchy at night. It destroys your sleeping pattern. It destroys your self-esteem when you're talking to others, meeting other people, and all that. Whenever you have a skin issue, that's actually your body trying to send you a signal. Say, hey, stop sign. Something is going wrong underneath. Please pay attention. Do something. And usually, when you have a skin issue, that's actually the last urgency steps. Your body is trying to protect you. In my understanding, every single chronic disease, including cancer, they are actually the protection mechanism your body, we as a being, as a human being, that developed trying to protect us from immediate death. Now, that sounds a little bit counterintuitive. Why my body is trying to protect me, but superficially it looks like attacking me. So that's exactly why the problem coming out to the surface, because a lot of things is going on internally. We don't really usually see what's going on, what's going well, what's not going well. We don't really know how sub-health or sub-disease that we're at. Sometimes we're just a little bit dizzy, we're just a little tired, and that's it. It's nothing like, we have a drastic symptom to tell us that we're not in optimal health. Now, whenever you have a skin issue, that's actually your body is trying to tell you something is going wrong underneath. Especially for chronic disease, it definitely has something to do with your diet. So when I grew up, I eat a pretty typical Asian diet. I eat, stir-fried vegetable with meat and rice and all that. Pretty typical, nothing crazy healthy, nothing crazy unhealthy either. So I was doing okay for a long time. I do have acne problem, which I'm going to talk about in a different video, but today I will just focus on eczema. So when I came to United States for my graduate school, I don't really have a lot of time trying to cook for myself every single day. I tend to eat out more often than I used to when I grew up. And especially when I came to a different country, I was born and raised in China, and when I came to the United States, I got introduced to a lot of high sugar, high fat type of food, especially like pizza, donut, ice cream, and sandwich, and butter, and all that in general. I was not really super health conscious person at the time when I was in my early 20s. I have all kinds of things in my life, relationship, college, graduate school, job, and all that. I was extremely busy most of the time. I feel like, I'm still young. My body should be able to handle them, and I would just go with whatever is convenient. And after 2 years of doing all that, all of a sudden, my entire body started to break out like never happened before. It was extremely itchy. On your head, on your scalp, on your neck, on your joint, and on your hands, extremely itchy at night. There's no way for me to fall asleep. So, like most people, I go to the hospital, I go to see dermatologist, I go to see skin cancer specialist, I go see all kinds of doctor I can find. I think at that point of time, I use a lot of medications. It helped initially, which I talked about in my story. And definitely after a while, really after a couple months, it stopped working. I mean, it gradually decreased on the efficiency. it's definitely not fully working. So I was constantly searching information online of what's causing it, why I don't have that in the past, but now I all of a sudden I have all the problems, and it's so stubborn, it will not easily go away. So everybody's eczema could be in very different degrees. Some people have eczema on their hands, and that's about it. Some people have them on their joints, and it's about it. Maybe it's really annoying on the dry area, on the in the winter climate and all that, but it's really nothing like life-threatening or extremely lifestyle damaging to that kind of degree. So understanding that, it doesn't matter what degree you're at least something's going on and then going wrong in your body. So what I realized later on is my diet. And yes, everybody have their own genetic makeups. You can argue, say, hey, yeah, some people they eat all kinds of things, they can still live into the 90s. So some people they eat super healthy, super clean, they live to 90 as well. So there's a debate on that. So everybody's genetic makeups come from our parents, our grandparents, so our ancestors, and so many different generations. They accumulate their nutrition makeups, their genetics, their adaptabilities into and then passed on to ourselves. Okay, let's dive into the recipe. Number 1, you want to change your diet. I know this is something some people will be scared of. They will say, yeah, don't change any, don't mess up with my diet. Anything else, I will do it. I will take supplement, I will eat that, but I still want to have my own, diet choice. I'm sorry. If you want to heal your eczema fast and then naturally, you have to control your diet to a degree. If you're a super healthy person, you can keep things in balance, in portion. Now, if you are having eczema problem, especially for people having really painful eczema right now, the number 1 thing you want to do is change your diet. Whenever you have a skin flare up, skin issue is usually the last symptom. Your lymphatic system, your body mechanism, your immune system is trying to defend. Usually that's the last step, which means before you have your skin problem, underneath, internally, on your detox system, on your organ, on your lymphatic system, internally, your blood system, it's already somehow unbalanced. It could be deficient in certain important nutrients. It could be, overwhelming bad bacteria in your system. It could be so many things. It could be dysfunction on some of your detox organ. Your liver could be overloaded. Over time, it just start not to working as efficient as it's supposed to. So there are many reasons behind that. But the problem is we don't see them. We don't see them, we don't know them until we have the skin issue or some other disease issue, okay? So we have to realize that in the first place. And then when we have that kind of concept, now we work on,